Friends, good morning students. Today I am going to start the chapter sound. Okay. So now before the discussion the start the chapter, so please subscribe, like and share my channel. Okay, so already studied in class in some about knowledge of the sound. So now here, so what is the sound, you know very well. Still I am going to discuss. Okay, sound is the sound. How can sound produce? Sound produce when body vibrates. Okay, when a body vibrates, that means it will form a wave, and wave have a energy that cause it will propagates or travel from one position to another position. Okay, so in this way that wave reaches to our eardrum and strikes eardrum, and you can something hear. Okay, so that means you can say when a body vibrates, that it will be produce a wave, that it will produce a wave, that means something there force. So when any then you can say कि sound is sound sound wave. Okay, sound wave, okay, is form of energy. Sound wave है ना, this wave है ना. So that means wave produce, that means they have a energy. The sound wave is a form of energy. So that cause it travel or propagates from, okay, from one position to another, from one position or from one place to another place, one position to another position, through the surrounding medium particle, through the surrounding medium particle, and it strike our eardrum, and it strike our eardrum, and it is here, and then it is here. So okay, that means sound have wave the what having the energy, so that cause it travel from one position to another position and through the surrounding medium particle. So that means the further traveling, further traveling of sound must be required a medium, okay. And we know that any wave for travel required a medium, that is called mechanical wave, so you can say the sound wave is mechanical wave. Okay, why? Because for sound wave traveling for required a medium, so it is called mechanical wave. Okay, so now after then, now you know for what is the range to audible to humans, that is so called human audible range frequency. So what is the audible range frequency of the sound that human can audible? So human audible frequency range of sound, that is 20 hertz, lie between 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Okay, when the human age increases, the lower frequencies and higher frequency below the this range. Okay, so now after then I am going to explain next one. Okay, so now another range is called ultrasonic range. Okay, that is greater than 20 20 kilohertz. Okay, and another range called infrasonic range, that is less than 20 hertz. Okay, so now I am going to explain some related term of waves. Okay, so I am going to first some related term of wave. So number one, let amplitudes. So amplitude of wave. What is the amplitude of wave? So you can write the maximum displacement of the particle of medium on either side of its mean position, because here the particle will vibrate from mean position, and either it will go left extremum or it will go right extremum. So the maximum displacement from the mean position, that is called amplitude. So you can write the maximum displacement of vibrating particle of medium on either sides from its mean position. So that is called amplitude. So when a body vibrate, okay, so it will go either right extremum or left extremum from mean position. So this maximum amplitude is called what? This maximum displacement is called amplitude. Or like this one, okay, so when it will form a wave, so this is the maximum displacement, so this is called amplitude. So here the amplitude, okay, and here the amplitude. Okay, so I discussed the according to vibration of the particle, wave categorized in two types. Okay, so we will discuss after related terms of the waves. Okay, so now after then write down second number, time period. What is the time period? So the time period is the time taken in one complete oscillation. The time taken by vibrating particle in one complete oscillation. Okay, so the time taken in one complete vibration is called time period. Okay, so next one is, you can write, its a symbol is capital C. Number third, you can write frequency. Okay, so the number of complete vibration or oscillation in 1 second. So it is called frequency. So it's a symbol represented by F, and SI unit is represent what? Hertz. Okay, so what is the relation between time period and frequency? So now okay, in time t period, so in time periods, in t second, t is what? Time period, we consider time period. Okay, the number of oscillation is 1. But according to frequency, the number of complete oscillation in 1 second. So we are going to find in 1 second what is the number, how many number of oscillations. So you can write 1 by t. So this is the number of oscillation in 1 second or 1 unit time. This is called what? Frequency. So this is frequency. So you can write F equal to 1 by t. So you can also write the unit second inverse, and this second inverse is also hertz. So hertz is a SI unit. Okay, so it is the relation between frequency and time period. Okay, so now next thing is wavelength. The next thing is wavelength. So what is the wavelength? Wavelength is what? The distance travel by wave in one time period. Okay, is called wavelength, or you also can say the distance travel by wave, the distance travel by wave, okay, in one complete oscillation by particle, vibrating particle, in one complete oscillation, vibrating, one complete oscillation by the vibrating particle. So this is also called wavelength, or you can also say with the diagram of wave. So let it's here, we consider a wave. So like this one, so this is called crest and this is called trough. Okay, so the distance between two continuous crests and distance between two continuous trough is called wavelength, and wavelength represented by the lambda. Okay, so distance between two trough and two crest is called wavelength, okay, and represented by lambda. Okay, so now, so I am going to correlate the relation between, so the relation between wave speed, frequency and wavelengths. So how can you find the wave speed in terms of frequency and wavelength? Okay, so now, so let's see. So let's see or consider a wave. This is the wave and this is the one complete oscillation. So this distance is what? Lambda. Okay, and for the time taken for one complete oscillation, the time period is what? Time period is what? T, capital T. So in T time period, this is the time period, the distance traveled by wave, the distance traveled by wave is v. Okay, so in unit time, the distance traveled by wave is what? Sorry, lambda. Distance traveled by the wave is wavelength. Yes, already told. Okay, so in one time period, the distance traveled by wave is called lambda. So in unit time, the distance traveled by the wave is what? Lambda by t. So we know that is the definition of velocity is the distance per unit time is called speed. So here wave is travel and wave is cover distance in unit time, this one. So it is called wave speed. So you can write wave speed, that is you consider v, that is called lambda by t. Okay, so we know that 1 by t is called frequency. So you can write wave speed equal to lambda into f. Okay, so this is the what? Relation between wave speed, wavelength and frequency. Okay, so now after then I am going to discuss the type of wave. So we know that when a particle vibrates, then it will form a wave. Okay, and wave is nothing, wave is a what? Energy. That means the wave always move up forward. That means energy when a particle vibrates. Let me consider a medium. So there are many particles. Okay, when it will vibrates, so what happened? The wave always travel, wave propagate always travel in forward direction, straight forward, or wave is nothing, you can say energy. So energy propagate in forward direction. So either you consider vibration like this way. Okay, so here also the wave propagation, or you can say energy propagation, move in straight forward. Okay, so according to based on the vibration of particle, the wave, there are two types of wave. Number one is longitudinal wave. Okay, so longitudinal wave is, what is the longitudinal wave? If the particle medium vibrates along the direction of propagation of wave or propagation of energy, so you can say longitudinal wave. So you can say if the particle if the particle of the medium, if the particle of the medium vibrates along the direction of propagation of energy, propagation of wave or propagation of energy is defined as longitudinal wave. Longitudinal wave. That means when you consider a medium, okay, so let's say some many particle in medium, okay, and it will vibrate in this way, okay, so that means here the direction of energy, this is the direction of propagation of wave or energy. So this type of wave is called longitudinal wave. Okay, so number 2, can write transverse wave. Transverse wave. Okay, so if the particle travel, okay, normal to the propagation of wave, if the particle of the medium vibrates normal to the direction of propagation of wave is called transverse wave. So you can write, if the particle of the medium, if the particle of the medium vibrates normal to the direction of propagation of wave or energy is defined as transverse wave. Okay, so let's see a diagram. So let me consider, a medium. So obviously medium have particles, many particles. When it will vibrates in this way, and the direction of energy and direction of wave, this is the propagation of direction of wave and energy. So this type of wave is called transverse wave. This type of wave is called transverse wave. Okay, so after then we are going to define, you can say longitudinal wave produced in a solid, liquid as well as in gas. Okay, it will produce in solid, the longitudinal wave generally produced in where? Generally produced in solid, liquid or in gas, but in the transverse waves only produce in that property having the rigidity property. Okay, so in case of the longitudinal waves, it will produce in a solid, also in liquid, and as well as in gas. But in case of the transverse waves, it will produce on that body that have the rigidity property. It's like in solid and also liquid surface. Okay, the produce the longitudinal wave, transverse wave. Okay, so now after I am going to define the speed of sound in air or in gas. Okay, so speed of sound in gas. Okay, one thing is very important, is sound travel in which type of wave follow? The longitudinal wave. How it will just a transfer of this light, it will transfer the energy of next particle. Okay, it will move forward, and then here the produce a compression. So with the rarefaction and compression, the sound travel from one position to another position in form of longitudinal wave. Okay, so sound travel in a which type of wave? Follow the longitudinal wave. Okay, so now I'm going now discuss the speed of sound in gas. Okay, so according to, in class 9 already studied, according to Newton, sound travel in isothermal process. That's a wrong concept. Okay, and according to Newton's, the said V equal to square root of P by rho. Experimentally it will come, where P is the atmospheric pressure, rho is the density of the gas. Okay, so after then it will come Laplace. Then he said the sound is travel adiabatic process. That means there is a no heat exchange, and it is the rapidly process. So it will come a what? V equal to square root of gamma P by rho. So gamma is the what? Gamma is the ratio of specific heat. Ratio of specific heat. So what is the ratio of specific heat? It is the ratio of heat capacity, specific heat capacity at constant pressure, the specific heat capacity at constant volume. Okay, so the value of gamma is 1.4 for air. Okay, and P is the atmospheric pressure and rho is the density of air. So after the putting the value, it will get approximate equal 330 or 332 meter per second. Okay, so it will the right value. So that means after then the speed of sound in gas measured by what? B equal to square root of gamma P by rho. So here, so what are the factor of speed of sound in gas? So the number one is what? Density. When a density decreases, then decreases, that it means here what? Speed of sound in gas B increases. Okay, similarly here when the temperature increases, so when the temperature increases, so density also decreases, so that means again speed of sound wave increases. Similarly when the humidity increases, okay, so the humidity and temperature increases, that cause also is what? When the temperature increases, density decreases, so that means the speed of temperature increases, density decreases, then speed of sound also increases. Okay, similarly, so and pressure. So what effect of the pressure? Pressure does not affect the speed of sound. Why? The pressure, when the pressure increases, okay, pressure increases, density also increases. That means its ratio always become a constant. That is, speed of sound becomes a constant. So the that means you can say the pressure does not affect the speed of sound. Okay, so now after then the speed of sound in stretching, the speed of sound in stretched string, that is equal to B equal to square root of T by mu, where T is the what? Tension on the string, and mu is the what? Mass per unit length of string. Okay, so here that means, okay, so after then we are going to the very important topics, and the difference between sound and light and echo. So the sound, that what is the difference between sound wave and light wave? So you can say sound wave and light wave. So you can not differentiate by self. Okay, so light wave, the sound wave is the first a mechanical wave, and it is about non-mechanical wave. Okay, non-mechanical wave, mechanical wave, it's a travel what? Longitudinal wave, and it's a travel as transverse wave. Okay, its speeds in air is what? 340 meter per second, but its speed in what? Its speed in air is what? 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay, and one thing, the sound travels in water medium is and increases when the here's a what? It will become a approx 1400 meter per second in water medium, but light speed medium changes, that means denser medium, it will what? Decreases the velocity. It's a decreases the velocity. So approximately 2.25 meter per 2.25 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay, and the third thing, the sound in denser medium like a solid is greater than sound travel in liquid medium, sound travel in gas medium. Here what? Sound travel in air medium is greater than sound travel in liquid medium is greater than light travel in solid medium. So here the light travel in a solid medium, okay, is less than, okay, sound travel in liquid medium, sorry, so light travel in liquid medium is liquid travel in gas medium is had maximum, but here in solid case the sound velocity have the maximum in solid medium. So now these are difference in sound wave and light wave. So after then, so very most important topic, echo. So what is the echo? So very important. Okay, so echo. Okay, so what is the echo? Okay, so the reflected sound is here. Okay, the reflected sound is here after strike the obstacles. So this is called what? This is called echo. That means you can write the sound is here after reflection, after reflection from distant obstacle you can say the such as cliff, or you can say the large wall of building, and you can say the edge of cliff. Okay, so you can write here, you can say wall of building, or you can say cliff, or you can say the edge of forest. Okay, so the sound is here after reflection from distant obstacle. Okay, these are what? So no, after original sound has ceased. Okay, then it is called echo. Then it is called echo. So what is the meaning of original sound has ceased? So you write the note कि when reflected sound and original sound, if reflected sound and original sound here simultaneously, then it is not echo. That it is not echo. That means what? When, okay, that means you can say the reflected sound here, reflected sound here after original sound has ceased. Original sound has ceased. So then you can say the echo. Okay. So after then you write what is the condition of echo. So very important condition of echo. Okay, so after then I will discuss the what numerical on the base of the echo. Okay, so what is so write so very important condition of echo. So the condition of echo, for echo, so what is the distance between, okay, sound producer to the reflector? So this is most important. So before this one, the human audible can differentiate two sound. The minimum time interval is 0.1 second. That means 0.1 second is a minimum time interval for distinguished to hear sound. Okay, if two sound simultaneously heard within a 0.1 second, that means they can't understood what is the actual meaning of that, what is the actual sound, what is the actual statement. Okay, so the minimum time interval for two sound is, it will be 0.1 second. That is called human audible. Okay, can range of time where they can distinguish two sound. Okay, acha. So first of all, find the condition of echo. So this is the very important statement for you. Is the to finding the distance between sound producer and the like observer to obstacle. Okay, so let me consider the distance between observer to obstacle is d. Okay, and let time taken to is what? Chalo, let, and this is the what? Air medium. We consider air medium. Okay, so we know that the speed of sound in air medium is 340 meter per second. So for sound travel total distance, first it will go here, after reflecting it will come back to the observer. So total distance traveled by the sound is what? 2d. Okay, so we can write the speed of the sound here b equal to total distance by time taken by the sound. So 2d by t. So here, so d equal to, we can write b into t by 2. So already told the speed of sound in air is what? 340 meter per second, and the minimum time interval is what? 0.1 second by 2. So it will become 340. Now 0.12, this one is 10, cancel, it's a 17. So 17 meter minimum distance between observer to obstacles, so they can hear the echo. Okay, so this is the number one condition, is a very important. After that, the second condition, the size of reflector must be greater than the wavelength of sound. Okay, so we don't know na, where is the reflector. Okay, so must be the, for reflecting of sound, the must be the size of reflector is much greater than wavelength of the sound. Okay, and number third, and the intensity of the sound, intensity of the sound should be such that the reflected sound reach to be the audible, or it can sense the audible, So this is the condition of echo, so very important. Okay, so after that, now so use of echo, okay, so generally, okay, so use of echo, do you know echo depth sounding, so that means you, in generally echo depth sounding we use what? Ultrasonic wave, we use the ultrasonic wave. Okay, so why ultrasonic wave? Because it's have the some special property, they can travel undeviated through a long distance. Okay, they travel undeviated through a long distance. So with the help of echo you can find the depth of any place. Okay, so number two, they can be confined to a narrow beam. Okay, they can be confined to a narrow beam. Okay, and third one is a very important, very easy, they are not easily absorbed in medium. They are not absorbed in medium. So these property of ultrasonic wave that use the echo depth sounding. Okay, so use of echo, very some animals like birds, dolphins, and these are used also echo, and that can sense the any dangerous big animal near to that dolphins, and use of echo also by the sonar. What is the sonar stand? It's a very important, sound navigation and ranging. Sound navigation and ranging. Okay, so this is the stands for sonar. Okay, so you use by echo by sonar, and use of echo in medical field also. That's like a ultrasonography. In ultrasonography use echo. Okay, so these are use of the echo. So now I am going to discuss some numerical on the basis of echo. So very important. So number one, we consider a boy is standing some distance about the large large wall of building, let D. Okay, and he clapping here, and now you want to hear the its echo of clapping. So what is the distance, between boy and this clip? Okay, and here given the speed of the sound, let me consider 3 meter per second in this medium. So what should be the distance between boy to the wall of the buildings? So already we know that the speed of sound is what? Total distance traveled by sound. So it's about d and d, so total distance traveled by d, and so let the time taken is t. Okay, so time taken is t. So okay, so we know that what is the minimum time interval to hear the echo. So that already told 0.1 second. So you can now here, so what is the V is given 350 and 0.1 by 2, that is D. So it will 10, cancel this one 17.5. So distance must be here 17.55 meter. Is it? Okay, so this one is a 0.000 cancel and 70.5 meter. Okay, so now अच्छा, let with the question, if the question given the time, okay, let the boy echo here in 1 second. So what should be the distance? So in that case, okay, again in that case you will again b equal to what? 2d by t. So here d equal to b into t by 2. So here 350 into time is given. If time is given, so then you will put 1, 2. So it will come 175 meter. 175 meter, the distance between the observer to wall of the buildings. So that cause they can hear the echo. Okay, so it's a condition for echo. So now, now the next question, let a man is standing in front of vertical cliff. Let me consider a cliff. Okay, man is standing in front of vertical cliff, and he hears the echo after 3 seconds. Let here the time given is 3 seconds. Okay, on moving closer to the cliff, it will go to the closer to the cliff. Let given 82.5 meter. Okay, 82.5 meter. Okay, and he fires again, here fires the bullet, and he heard the echo 3 seconds, and after then it will move 82.5 meter closer to the cliff. Again it fired, and it will fired bullet, and again it will echo here in 2.5 second. Okay, so number one, find the distance between cliff to the boy, okay, or observer, you can say observer. Okay, and also find the speed of the sound. What is the speed of sound here, and what is the distance between the original position of the boy to the cliff? Okay, so now here first given condition, according to the condition we know that we consider let d here. So the total distance traveled by the sound is what? 2d. Okay, so 2d, so you can write v equal to 2d by t. Okay, v equal to 2d by t. So t equal to what? 2d by v. So here t is given how much? 3 seconds. So here the 2d by v equal to 3 seconds. Now the second equation, when it will travel 82.25, so its distance become d minus 82.5. So here for echo, the distance traveled twice of this, distance traveled by the sound twice of this one. So now after the second equation, you can write here v equal to again 2, what is the distance? Twice of d minus 82.5 by time. Okay, so time is here also given. So you can write t d 82.5. So whatever here speed is, let b B is constant because medium is constant. So here t is what? 2.5. So here 2.5 is given. Okay, so from you can put from V value from here. So V equal to, you can write 2D by 3. 2D by 3. So put here. So 2.5, 2 into D minus 82.5. So you can write here for V 2D by 3. So 2D by 3. Okay, so solve this one. So it will what? 2, that means it will come 5D. So now this is the 6D. Okay, 6 into 6, 82.5 into 6, 6 5 is 30. So 3, 6 2 is 12, 3 15, 8 6 is 48, 49. So it will become 495.0. After then it will come D equal to 495.0. So this is the distance between the original position to the man to the cliff. Okay, so after then you find, what is the question? Find the speed of the sound. So you will put here that the value of distance. So 2 into 495 by time. What is the time is given for this one? Is it is the what? 3 seconds. So now 3. So 16 3 is 48, 5. So it will 5 2 is 10, 62 is 32, 32 330 meter per second speed of sound. Okay. So now the third question. So please pause the video. You can write the all things. So now third question. Let me consider two cliffs. Consider two cliffs. Okay, and between two cliffs a man is standing. Okay, a person or man is standing in between two cliffs. Okay, and 640 meter away from the nearest cliff. Let me consider this is the nearest cliff. Let's 640 meter. Okay. Okay, and produces sound. He hears the first echo after 4 seconds and the second echo is 3 seconds later. Okay, so first echo it will what? 4 seconds and second echo after 3 seconds later. So what is the speed of sound in air and the distance between cliffs? Distance between cliffs. Okay, so there are two questions here. Find the distance between cliff. Okay, and find the speed of the sound. Okay, so let me consider the distance between cliff. We consider D. Okay, and he say if the first echo listen is what? 4 seconds. So at t equal to 4 seconds and second echo it will hear after 3 seconds. So that means what? Because the t2 is what? You consider 4 plus 3, that is equal to 7 seconds. Okay, distance travel with the seconds. So that means we consider these all things. Okay, so now nearest cliff is given how much? 640 meter. This it is given 640 meter. Okay, so now from here you can calculate the total distance traveled by. So you can write here the total distance is what here? 2D. 2D consider 642, and what is the speed? We know that. So we consider speed of sound is v and time is given. So v into 4. So b equal to, you can write 2 into 640 divided by 4. So it's about 60. So it's about 320 meter per second. So here the speed of sound become 320 meter per second. So what is the distance here? So here the for echo time taken is 7 second. Okay, so let me consider capital D to distance between the larger distance cliff to the person. So it's here is about 2D again, right? V into T. So T2 is given how much? 7 second. The speed of sound is constant because medium is same. So 320 into 7, 2D. So D equal to 320 into 7 by 2. So it's of 160 and 7 6 are 42 and 7 4 11. So in 1120 meter distance between the human to the having the largest distance of the cliff. Okay. So the distance between the two cliff is what is your answer? So D equal to 120 meter plus how much? 640 meter. So it's a total distance between two cliff. Okay, 426 617 1760 meter. Okay, so now if you want to the more number of problem on the basis of echoes, so you can give a comment If any problem, you can also give a comment, so I will explain everything. Thank you. Bye.